If you have been confused about investing and you do not know where to start, I want you to forget everything you have heard and start with two words: index funds. They are the single most important concept in beginner investing, and most people have never had them explained clearly. My friend, let me explain index funds the way I wish someone had explained them to me decades ago. Imagine you want to invest in the entire economy. Not one company, not one industry, but the broad economy. You want to benefit when businesses grow collectively. An index fund is essentially a product that lets you do exactly that. The most famous example is the S&P 500 index fund. The S&P 500 tracks the 500 largest companies in the United States. When you buy one share of an S&P 500 index fund, you are effectively buying a tiny piece of all 500 of those companies simultaneously. Why does this matter? Because diversification, owning a piece of many things rather than everything in one thing, is the most reliable form of investment protection that exists. When one company fails, you barely feel it. When one industry struggles, others compensate. Over long periods, as the collective economy has grown, these funds have grown reliably. And here is the extraordinary part. Index funds are passive. Nobody is actively managing them, picking winners, trying to outperform. They simply mirror the index. This means their fees are extremely low, often less than 0.1% annually. Study after study has shown that these low-cost passive index funds outperform the majority of actively managed funds over periods of 10 years or more. Not because the active managers are foolish, because the fees they charge, accumulated over time, eat into returns significantly. You do not need to understand every company in the index. You do not need to follow the news every day. You simply need to invest consistently, hold patiently, and let time and compound interest do their work. It is not glamorous, but it is reliable. And in wealth building, reliable almost always beats glamorous. Follow my channel and share this with someone who has been meaning to start investing but feels overwhelmed by the complexity. This is where every investor should begin. Comment below, index, if this just made investing feel more possible for you. And tell me, have you ever invested in an index fund before, or is this your first time hearing about them? I want to know where you are starting from.